Audrey Werro is 22 years old. She is from Switzerland, and she just ran the third fastest 800 meters in the history of women's track and field. Not this year, not this decade, all time. And before you think that was her peak, she turned around 9 days later and won again. The question now is whether anybody in the world can stop her. A year ago, Werro was not a household name outside of Switzerland. She was a solid runner. She had won the 2025 Diamond League final in Zurich in August, running 1 minute 55.91 seconds to take the title. But it still placed her well outside the top conversations in women's 800-meter running. She finished 6th in the 800-meter final at the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. She was in the mix, she was improving, but 6th is still 6th. Then she went indoors in 2026 and ran 1 minute 56.64 seconds to win the silver medal at the World Athletics Indoor Championships in Torun, Poland in March. That 1 minute 56.64 seconds was a Swiss national indoor record. Again, second place, behind Keely Hodgkinson. The gap between Werro and Hodgkinson felt like it might stay there for a while. To understand why Stockholm was so shocking, you need to know where Werro started. She was born in 2004. She won the European Under-20 800-meter title in 2021 at age 17 in Tallinn, Estonia. She won it again in 2023. She earned silver at the 2022 World Under-20 Championships. She made the Paris 2024 Olympics semifinal at just 20 years old. Step by step, race by race. Her coach expected it to take another year or two before she was fighting at the very top. But here is the thing about gaps like that. Sometimes they close very fast, and sometimes the person doing the closing shocks everybody, including themselves. On June 7, 2026, at the Stockholm Diamond League, Audrey Werro did something that had not happened in women's 800-meter running in almost 43 years. She broke 1 minute 54 seconds. Her time was 1 minute 53.98 seconds. That is the third fastest women's 800-meter time ever run in the history of the event. Every champion who tried to break it failed, and now Werro is just 0.70 seconds away from it. She reached the 400-meter mark in 55.54 seconds, tracking the pacemaker. When the pacemakers dropped out, Werro stayed right on Hodgkinson's shoulder. Hodgkinson led off the bend. Hodgkinson looked like she might hold on, and then in the final straight, Werro went past her and did not stop. Keely Hodgkinson, the Olympic champion, finished behind her. Hodgkinson ran 1 minute 54.33 seconds, a British national record. She ran the fastest non-winning time in 800-meter history, and she still lost. After the race, Werro told reporters, "I am still in shock at this performance. I need some time to process what just happened, but I am so happy with my time." That was just the beginning. So Werro had just beaten the Olympic champion and run the third fastest 800-meter time in history. A normal athlete rests after that. A normal athlete celebrates. Audrey Werro showed up 9 days later in Ostrava. And this is where the story gets even more interesting. June 16, 2026. The Ostrava Golden Spike in Czech Republic. And this time, Werro was not racing Hodgkinson. She was racing Femke Bol. Femke Bol is a two-time world 400-meter hurdles champion. She holds the world 400-meter short track record of 49.17 seconds. She had run 1 minute 59.07 seconds indoors in March 2026, and this race in Ostrava was going to be her first ever outdoor 800-meter race. The question going in was clear. Could Bol's raw speed and endurance change the women's 800 meters? Or was this too much, too fast? Werro answered that question within the first lap. She went out controlled, ran her race, and built toward the finish. By the time the bell rang for the final lap, Bol was already losing ground. Werro extended her lead through the home straight and crossed the line in 1 minute 54.45 seconds. She won by nearly 3 seconds. Bol finished second in 1 minute 57.13 seconds, a personal best in the event outdoors. Werro set the meet record in Ostrava, and she did it 9 days after the biggest run of her career. That is not a fluke, that is someone in form. Let's put this all into context, because the numbers here are not normal. Before Stockholm on June 7th, Werro's personal best was 1 minute 55.91 seconds, the time she ran to win the Diamond League final in Zurich. That was a national record for Switzerland, a strong competitive time. In Stockholm, she cut that by nearly 2 full seconds, 1 minute 53.98 seconds. In one race. That is not a small L step forward. That is a different category of performance. The Diamond League record before Stockholm was 1 minute 54.25 seconds, set by Caster Semenya in Paris in 2018. Werro broke it by 0.27 seconds. She is now third on the women's 800-meter all-time list, just 0.70 seconds from Kratochvilova's world record. Hodgkinson also believes she can break it. She said after Stockholm that she still wants the world record in London next month. So the two fastest women in the world right now are chasing a 43-year-old record at the same time. And Werro just beat Hodgkinson while running the third fastest time in history. Werro is 0.70 seconds away. That sounds small. In the 800 meters, it is actually a real gap. But Werro also said in Stockholm that she did not even plan for things to go this fast. She said she expected to be competitive in a year or two, not right now. She said it herself. I need time to process this. This is crazy. She is 22 years old. She ran the second outdoor race of her 2026 season when she ran 1 minute 53.98 seconds in Stockholm. She had not fully built her season yet. Keely Hodgkinson is targeting a record attempt in London next month. The European Championships in Birmingham in August sets up a Werro-Hodgkinson rematch, and both women have said they want the world record. What Werro did in Ostrava matters for one simple reason. She won at 1 minute 54.45 seconds in a race she was not pushed in. That means she is not only capable of 1 minute 53 seconds territory when conditions are perfect, she is winning comfortably at a level that would have been a national record for her just last year. Audrey Werro came from Fribourg, Switzerland. She was a junior runner who won age group titles, turned heads in the Diamond League, and slowly built her reputation. A year ago, she was chasing the top. Now she is at the top, 2 wins in 9 days. 2 of the fastest times in women's 800-meter history. The Olympic champion behind her in Stockholm. The world 400-meter hurdles champion nearly 3 seconds behind her in Ostrava. Jarmila Kratochvilova set that world record in 1983 and nobody got close for 43 years. Audrey Werro is not just close. She is in the same sentence. That is not hype. That is not projection. That is what the stopwatch said. This girl is destroying world records. And the sprint world, the middle distance world, and every fan watching these races right now knows it.